somewhere between the glitter and the glory, a handful of albums slipped through the cracks. Not because they were bad, and not because they failed, but because they didn't fit the moment they arrived in.
But even you cannot.
The charts moved on, the industry played it safe, and these records were left behind. But here's the question. What if some of the greatest pop albums of the 1980s were the ones nobody talks about? Today, we're diving into 10 forgotten masterpieces that deserve another listen.
When I was a child, running in the night, afraid.
Number 1. Hounds of Love, Kate Bush.
The hounds of love are haunting.
There are albums you admire, and then there are albums that completely reshape how you experience music. Hounds of Love belongs firmly in that second category. Released in the mid-1980s, it arrived when pop was becoming more structured and predictable. But instead of following that path, Kate Bush created something more personal and ambitious, pushing beyond what mainstream music typically allowed. Running Up That Hill immediately pulls you in, balancing intimacy with a driving rhythm that feels both urgent and reflective. Cloudbusting expands that world through vivid storytelling, turning memory into something cinematic.
On top of the world, looking over.
Then the second half shifts completely, unfolding as a continuous suite that feels immersive and emotionally layered.
In the big black car, to be a
It was never behind its time, it was simply ahead of it. And if this is where we begin, the next album takes ambition in a completely different direction.
When your world is full of strange arrangements and
Number 2. The Lexicon of Love, ABC.
well, that something depends on you.
If Hounds of Love felt deeply personal and immersive, the Lexicon of Love moves in the opposite direction, turning emotion into performance. Released in the early 1980s, this album transforms pop into something cinematic, where every detail feels carefully designed and larger than life. The Look of Love introduces that world with elegance and control.
The look of love, that's the look, that's the look. The look of
Blending polished production with a sense of longing, and All of My Heart slows everything down.
remembering that heart, all of my heart.
Revealing a more vulnerable side that gives the album surprising emotional depth.
Spilling up in silk and coffee lace, you hook me.
What makes this record stand out is its concept.
Hey girl, I thought we were the right combination. Who broke my...
It explores love not just as something you feel, but something you perform, almost like a role you learn to play.
Shoot that poison arrow through my heart. Shoot that poison arrow.
That idea runs through every track, giving the album a distinct identity.
Your reason for living, your reason for leaving. Don't ever...
And from this polished, theatrical world, the next record strips everything back into something far more grounded and direct.
Well, we're living here in Allentown.
Number 3. The Nylon Curtain, Billy Joel.
Filling our forms, standing in line.
If the last album turned emotion into performance, the Nylon Curtain does the opposite, stripping everything back to something more direct and grounded. This is a very different side of Billy Joel, one that leans into weight, tension, and reflection rather than easy melodies. Allentown captures working-class struggle with a clarity that feels immediate and real.
Well, we're waiting here in Allentown for the
While Pressure builds a sense of urgency through its sharp, driving sound.
But even you cannot.
Then Goodnight Saigon shifts the tone completely.
and we will all go down together.
Delivering something more haunting and collective, built on memory and shared experience. What makes this album stand out is its intention.
Yes, we will all go down together.
Every track feels carefully constructed, not just musically, but emotionally, as if Joel was pushing himself beyond expectations.
Our arms were heavy, but our bellies were.
The production carries a heavier atmosphere, reinforcing the themes without overwhelming them.
We had no soft soul.
Because it sits between more commercially celebrated releases, it often gets overlooked.
If we worked hard, if we behaved.
But that willingness to take risks is exactly what makes it matter.
Iron, coke, and chromium steel.
And from this grounded intensity, we move into something far more refined and atmospheric.
Take your mind back. I don't know when.
Number 4, Night and Day, Joe Jackson.
See the nice boys dancing in pairs, golden.
If the last album felt grounded and introspective, Night and Day shifts into something more refined, capturing movement, rhythm, and atmosphere all at once. Inspired by New York City in the early 1980s, it feels alive in a way that is subtle but constant. Steppin' Out sets the tone with a sleek, late-night energy. Its rhythm echoing the pulse of a city that never slows down. Breaking Us in Two softens that pace. Bringing a more intimate and emotional layer into the mix. Then, Real Men adds depth through commentary. Giving the album a perspective that feels thoughtful and mature. What makes this record stand out is its restraint.
See the nice boys dancing in pairs.
Instead of chasing bigger production, Joe Jackson keeps everything controlled and intentional, allowing each element to breathe.
You wanna do things I can't do.
The result is something timeless and effortlessly sophisticated. It does not demand attention, but it earns it with every listen.
Get into a car and drive to the other.
Are you enjoying this video? If you are, please hit the like button. I'd sincerely appreciate it. And from this polished cityscape, we move into something far more colorful and immediate.
Sink me in a river deep.
Number 5, Kissing to Be Clever, Culture Club.
Nothing to show because time won't give me.
From the polished restraint of the last record, Kissing to Be Clever arrives with a sense of color, identity, and immediate presence. This is an album that does not slowly introduce itself. It makes an impression right away, both musically and emotionally. Do You Really Want to Hurt Me captures that impact perfectly.
Do you really want to hurt me?
Built on vulnerability and a voice that feels instantly recognizable. Time, Clock of the Heart,
Time won't give me time, and time makes it happen.
adds a smoother, more soulful groove, while I'll Tumble For You
So much more, I tumble for you. I tumble for you.
brings a lighter, more playful energy that balances the album's emotional weight.
It's nothing that you do to me. It's nothing that you say.
What makes this record stand out is how naturally it blends styles. Pop, reggae, and new wave come together without feeling forced, creating something that feels both accessible and unique.
But you and me, they got nothing.
Beneath the surface, there is a strong sense of emotional honesty that gives the songs lasting depth.
Make me feel in a corner. Time like
It was not just a debut, it was a statement. And from this vibrant mix of sound and identity, we move into something far more atmospheric and introspective.
It's my proposal. It's so hard. It's lead.
Number 6, Architecture and Morality, Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark.
My obsession. It's my creation. You like
From the vibrant immediacy of the last album, Architecture and Morality moves into something far more atmospheric and inward-looking. This is not a record built on instant hooks. Instead, it draws you in slowly, creating a mood that deepens with every listen. Souvenir introduces that feeling with quiet emotion and space. allowing every note to linger. Joan of Arc builds on that foundation, blending electronic textures with something almost spiritual in tone. Then, Maid of Orleans expands the scale,
Such as me, who longs to
turning minimal elements into something surprisingly powerful and cinematic. What makes this album stand out is its restraint and intention.
dreams to give.
Rather than overwhelming the listener, it carefully shapes each moment, giving the music room to breathe. There is a sense of reflection throughout, as if every track is part of a larger emotional landscape.
Such as me, who longs to
It may not chase attention, but it holds it. And from this quiet intensity, we shift into something sharper, more direct, and rhythmically precise. Number 7. The Luxury Gap, Heaven 17. Rather than staying in that reflective space, the Luxury Gap pivots towards something more direct, where sharp ideas meet undeniable hooks. It proves that pop can be intelligent without losing its sense of momentum or accessibility. Temptation stands at the center of the album, building gradually before exploding into one of the most powerful vocal moments of its time. Come Live With Me shifts into something more intimate,
come live with me. It's the boys.
exploring relationships with a level of nuance that feels surprisingly mature. Then, Let Me Go ties everything together with sleek production and emotional clarity.
Once we were years ahead, but now those stars are dead. Let me go.
What makes this record stand out is its balance.
All hopeless fantasies are making fools of me. Let me
It tackles themes like class, desire, and identity, but never feels heavy or distant.
All my age implies my friends began to talk. I began.
Every track moves with purpose, blending message and melody in a way that feels effortless. It sounds polished, but never empty.
change your heart and change your mind. Heaven fell that night. Let me go.
Oh, by the way, I will be posting more videos like this, so please like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next video.
Too breathless then to one.
Okay, on to the next. After that burst of confidence, the next album takes a colder, more cinematic turn.
Changing the contours of why
Number 8. Rage in Eden, Ultravox.
someone cries to me.
Where the previous record felt confident and outward-facing, Rage in Eden pulls everything inward, creating a sound that feels distant, controlled, and deliberately cold. This is an album that does not reveal itself quickly. It unfolds in layers, rewarding patience over instant appeal. The voice builds slowly,
The shades and the power of the voice.
drawing you into its atmosphere before expanding into something powerful and immersive. The thin wall adds urgency,
And those who know will always feel their backs against the thin wall.
pushing against that stillness with a sharper edge. Then, I Remember, Death in the Afternoon, shifts the tone again, bringing a more reflective and almost haunting quality to the album.
And those who see will fade and die. And those who love will surely fall. And those who know.
What makes this record stand out is its structure. The tracks feel connected, almost like chapters in a larger narrative, each one adding tension and depth.
Old men who speak of victory shed light upon their stolen life. They drive by night.
Nothing feels accidental. Every sound is placed with precision. It may not have matched the success of what came before it, but it offers something more lasting.
And those who dance will spin and turn. And those who wait will wait no more. And those who stop.
And just when things feel distant and detached, the next album brings warmth back into focus.
From on the mountain tops, down to the sunny street. A different
Number 9. Highland Hard Rain, Aztec Camera.
I hear your footsteps in the street, long before we.
This album feels like a quiet conversation you did not expect to matter so much. Highland Hard Rain draws you in gently, then stays with you. Oblivious carries a bright, melodic charm,
It's obvious, just come in.
while Walk Out to Winter adds emotional depth.
But what they'll say, it wasn't she.
Then Pillar to Post
Once I was happy and happy.
reveals a level of songwriting maturity that feels far beyond its creator's age. There is a sincerity here that cannot be manufactured. Everything feels honest, simple, and intentional. It never overwhelmed audiences, but those who discovered it held on to it. So here's the question.
Said no, she's okay. Said no one really changed. Got the
Do albums like this deserve more recognition than the ones that dominated the charts?
you burn in the bright light. The ribbons I have.
If you agree, comment yes below. And as we reach the final entry, we return to where discovery begins.
Where's my cotton socks? I'm in the news.
Number 10. Kilimanjaro, the Teardrop Explodes.
All right, I'm the same. All right, I'm the same.
As the countdown reaches its final entry, Kilimanjaro feels less like a conclusion and more like a beginning. It captures a moment when pop was still evolving, still experimenting, and still willing to take risks without knowing exactly where they would lead. Reward bursts forward with energy and confidence, blending post-punk urgency with melodic charm. Treason introduces a darker edge, adding contrast and tension to the album's sound. Then, When I Dream shifts again, revealing a more reflective side that keeps the record from settling into one direction. What makes this album stand out is its unpredictability. It constantly moves between moods and ideas, creating a sense of momentum that feels both restless and alive. There is no clear formula here, only instinct and experimentation. It never fully crossed into the mainstream, but it left a lasting impression on those who discovered it. And in many ways, that is exactly what makes it unforgettable. Somewhere along the way, these albums were overlooked, not because they lacked quality, but because they did not fit neatly into what the industry expected at the time. And yet, years later, they still resonate in ways that many chart toppers do not. So now, it is your turn. Which of these albums surprised you the most, and which ones do you think deserve more recognition? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this countdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more Retro Remix.